Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from amandacrochets.com. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful 3D baby blanket. This is also known as the Crystal Waves blanket, but I'm calling it the 3D baby blanket. So for this baby blanket you're going to need 2.5 skeins of worsted weight yarn. I use the Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn, and this blanket turned out to be about 32 by 32 inches wide. So it's a perfect square baby blanket, and it's very textured, as you can see. And this is just done simply by making a few stitches in the front post to get that 3D effect. So the color that I used is Glacier, and it's a very, very light blue minty color, like a spearmint color almost, and colors don't always show up on my camera properly, but it's a very pretty color and I definitely enjoy it a lot. So I'm going to show you how to make this baby blanket. I'm going to show you how to make a swatch today, but you can definitely follow along and recreate the baby blanket that I made. So let's get started. So as I mentioned, you're going to need 2.5 skeins of worsted weight yarn. I used Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn, and again the color is Glacier, and that's kind of a little bit more of an accurate portrayal of what the color looks like. So like I said, it's this very light blue pretty color, and it is 100% acrylic. It's a 7-ounce skein, 199 grams, 355 yards, or 325 meters. You can always substitute the yarn to whatever yarn you would like. This one recommends a USI 9 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. So if you want to go ahead and follow along with that, you can certainly do so. I actually went up a hook size and I did a J 6 millimeter crochet hook. So use whatever yarn you'd like. You can even use lightweight number 3 yarn if you like. The concept is the same. The only thing is you might need a little bit more chains if you're going to be making this baby blanket with a lighter weight yarn. So 2.5 skeins of worsted weight yarn, like I said, and a size J crochet hook. So to make this baby blanket, you're going to need to make a chain of a multiple of 5. So that means you're just going to times 5 times any number, and that will get your desired width. Now I get this question all the time, and that is, if I want to change the sizing of the blanket, can I do that? And the answer is yes. You can always change the sizing of the blanket as long as you do any multiple of 5. So for my baby blanket, I did a chain of 120, but if you wanted to make a smaller or a bigger blanket, you will need to chain a multiple of 5. I can't give you the exact amount of chains because my stitch gauge is going to be a lot different than your gauge. So my suggestion of the best way to see how big you want your blanket is just to keep chaining in a multiple of 5. And if you want it to be, say, a twin size or even a queen size blanket, then I would just chain and lay your chain over your twin size bed or your queen size bed and kind of see if that is the length, or I'm sorry, that's the width that you would like your blanket to be. Again, I can't give you the exact amount of chains to do, but I hope that helps a little bit. As long as you make a multiple of 5, lay it over your desired bed, and hopefully that helps with how much chains that you need to make. So again, for my 3D baby blanket, I made 120 chains, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to show you how to make a small swatch. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 15. So you're going to need a slip knot on your hook, and to make a chain, you're going to do yarn over your hook, insert your hook through that loop on your hook, and that is your first chain. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so now that you have your 15 chains, or your desired chain length, again, my baby blanket was 120 chains. Next, for row 1, you're going to make a double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook. And those 3 skip chains are going to count as your first double crochet. So the loop on your hook does not count, and you're going to count 4 chains from your hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in that 4th chain, you're going to make a double crochet. So to make a double crochet, you're going to do yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that 4th chain from your hook, yarn over, pull through that chain. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. And that's going to count as your first double crochet. And then, like I said, those 3 chains right here that you skipped is also going to count as a double crochet. So next you're going to do a double crochet in the next chain. So again, yarn over your hook, and in that very next chain you're going to do another double crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you technically have 3 double crochets. Next you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to skip 1 chain, and you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 4 chains. So you chain 1, skip this next chain, and you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 4 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now that you have your 4 double crochets, you're going to repeat this all the way across your row. So again, you're going to chain 1, skip the next chain, and make 1 double crochet in the next 4 chains. And you're going to repeat this until you have 4 chains left. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to make 3 double crochets, and in that very last chain you're going to make a single crochet. So for me, I'm going to chain 1, skip that next chain, in the next 3 I'm going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3. Okay, and then in that very last stitch, or that very last chain rather, you're going to make a single crochet. So to make a single crochet, you're going to insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So that is how your first row is going to look. You're going to have 3 double crochets at the beginning, because that chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. You're going to chain 1, skip that next chain, make 1 double crochet in the next 4, chain 1, skip the next chain, make 1 double crochet in the next 4, and repeat that all the way down. And then again, when you have 4 chains left, you're going to make 3 double crochets in the next 3, and in that very last chain, like I'm showing you here, you make a single crochet. So to begin row 2, you're going to simply chain up 3 and turn. So 1, 2, and 3, and then turn your work. And then you're going to make 2 double crochets in that very first single crochet from the previous row. So right here, you're going to go ahead and make 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. Okay, next you're going to skip 2 double crochets, and you're going to do a front post single crochet around the last double crochet. So what I mean by this is you're going to skip 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2, and a front post single crochet. So to do this, you're going to insert your hook from the right, behind that post, just like I'm showing you here, and then you're going to do yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So you're going to make a single crochet, but instead of going into the top of that stitch, you're going around that post. Okay, and then you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, and 3. Next, you're going to make 3 double crochets into that chain 1 space. So that space that you just made from the previous row right here, you're going to do 3 double crochets all in that space. So that simply means you're just going to go right into that space and make your 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And that is how you get your 3D effect. So by doing that front post single crochet, it kind of puffs the stitch out a little bit, and then when you go behind, it kind of fills in that little gap. So this is going to be the start of your repeat. So you're going to skip 3 double crochets, and then you're going to make a front post single crochet around the next double crochet. So whenever you have your 4 double crochets together, you're going to skip the first 3, and around that 4th or last double crochet, you're going to do a front post single crochet. So again, insert your hook from the right to the left, and the post of that double crochet should be on top of your crochet hook, and then simply finish the single crochet as normal. So yarn over your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Then you're going to chain 3 again, and you're going to work 3 double crochets in that chain 1 space as before. So you're going to continue this all the way across your row until you get to the end. So because I'm just doing a swatch, I can show you what the end will look like. Okay, so when you are at the end, you're going to skip 3 double crochets, and you're going to make a single crochet in the top of that chain 3. So again, you're going to skip these chains right here. Sorry, there's going to be 2 double crochets in the top of that stitch. So you're going to do 1, 2, and 3, and then you're just going to simply make a single crochet. Okay, so this is what 2 rows of your work looks like. You can already see a little bit of that 3D effect. Okay, so for row 3, you're going to chain 3 and turn. So 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to do 2 double crochets in that first single crochet. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but that chain 3 is going to count as your double crochet. So you have 1 and 2, and then with that chain 3, you technically have 3 double crochets right here. Next, you're going to skip 2 double crochets, and then you're going to make a front post single crochet around that last double crochet. So again, you're going to skip 2, and then around that last double crochet, you're going to make a front post single crochet. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to make 3 double crochets in that chain 3 space from before. So in that very first row, you have a chain 1, and then in each row after that, you're going to have this chain 3. So same concept, just go around that chain and make your 3 double crochets. Just like that. Okay, and again, you're going to repeat this across your entire row. So you're going to skip the next 2 double crochets, and in that last double crochet, you're going to do a front post single crochet, chain 3, and then 3 double crochets in that chain 3 space. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to repeat that all the way down across your row. And then when you get to the end of your row, you're going to make a single crochet into the top of the chain 3. So again, you're going to skip those 2 double crochets, and then you're going to count up 3, so 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to make a single crochet. So this is what your work will look like. It's going to be very textured and 3D like, and it's basically the same on both sides. And again, this is also known as the Crystal Waves blanket, but I'm calling it the 3D baby blanket. And for this baby blanket, I would say it's more of an advanced beginner, but I don't want to discourage beginners from learning how to do this stitch or make this baby blanket. That's why I suggest making a small swatch, just to see if, one, you understand how to make this stitch, and two, if you really like it, because sometimes, even for me, I'll start making a blanket in a specific color, and then I kind of feel like I don't really like it so much, and then I end up tearing it out. So to save myself some time, I try to make swatches before I make a whole baby blanket. And I would say for this stitch, you want to stick to more of a solid color. You don't want to do variegated color, just because you're not going to be able to see your stitches as much. When you use a solid color, you definitely see the definition of the stitches a lot more. So that's just something to keep in mind. So to repeat all the rows after this, you're just going to repeat row 3 into your desired length. I did not do any kind of border with this 3D baby blanket. However, if you do want to add a border to your baby blanket, that's completely up to you, but I thought it was just pretty enough without a border. So this is basically how you would do your baby blanket. Again, it's more of an advanced beginner blanket. So this is what the finished product looks like, and like I said, it's a very beautiful and textured stitch, and it's using mostly basic crochet stitches except for that front post single crochet, but it's fairly easy to understand once you get the concept of knowing how to do that. And I thought this stitch was very textured, and I've mentioned before in my videos I love textured stitches, so I thought this was a very pretty stitch, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Again, my finished baby blanket ended up being 32 by 32 inches wide, so it's a nice length for a newborn baby, and you can always make this blanket bigger, as I mentioned, by chaining a multiple of 5. So I hope you enjoyed this baby blanket pattern on how to make the 3D baby blanket, or also known as the Crystal Waves blanket. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see all future videos by me. And if there's ever a video that you would like to see me make, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. So that's all for today's video, and I hope you have a great day and are staying safe. Thank you. Bye.